Welcome back to Beyond the Doll Room, and today we have a special collaboration video with Will at Bad Girl Makeover. He invited me to join him to create our very own Day of the Dead inspired doll. I was super excited when Will asked me to take part in this collab. It really piqued my interest and I got right on into researching into this beautiful tradition. Happy Dia de los Muertos to everyone that celebrates it. So with that being said, grab your drinks and any snacks, sit back, relax, and let's begin today's Day of the Dead inspired video. So it's time to pick our doll from the Okay, let's see. Nope, that's Cindy. I don't want to use Cindy. I'm looking for a particular doll that has like pen marks or paint on her face, because I'm going to be spray painting and painting their face anyway, so I'd rather have one that's already messed up and then I can fix up the ones that their faces are okay. Her face is fine. So like this one, she'd be a perfect candidate. So I'm going to pop her to the side, and then also this one here. Her hair's so gelled, it's sticky, but it's fine because I'm going to be taking the hair off anyway. Let's see, that one could be, but she'd have to have a different body. Head, and she could be a good candidate, so I think I'll leave it at these three, and because I'm removing the hair anyway, I'll leave her out. These have had a haircut, so I think I've got different plans for her actually. So I'm going to go with this one. She'll be getting a new body anyway, because she's got a little crack in her neck. But anyway, I've chosen our next patient to transform into a Day of the Dead inspired doll. Okay, we have our Barbie, and now I'm just going to chop off her hair, because I'm going to put a new wig on her anyway. We need to prepare her for the spray paint. And don't forget to check out Will's video over at Bad Girl Makeover. I'll leave the @ in the description below. Okay, I just need to get the remaining plugs out of her head, and then she'll be all prepped and ready to go. So her head is finally all spray painted, and I tried to leave her eyes exposed, so it looks a little freaky at the moment, but I'm gonna get right on to painting her face. So I'm just gonna grab a piece of paper because I don't have my normal desk top. So I'm going to go with, I think, purple and red and maybe a bit of orange. And did you know that marigolds are referred to as the flower of the dead because of their vibrant colour and scent that is believed to guide the dead back home?
I can clean up her eye after. So make sure I get it right.
So I'm gonna continue this and then I will be right back. I'm not a doll artist, obviously, so it's not gonna be perfect, but I don't know, it doesn't look the best. Oh my gosh. I'll keep going. Oops, the wind is howling. I'll keep going and then I'll see if I like it or not, and then if not, then I'll just wipe it clean and then do it again. It's okay from far away. It's just up close. We'll see how I feel. Okay, and the next time you'll see this, I'll be doing the reveal. So wish me luck. So here's the fabric that I've chosen. I did some research on the different dresses and fabric they use in Mexico, and I also wanted to stick with the colourful theme of the Day of the Dead. Now, there weren't a lot of fabric choices online that matched it. They did have this in blue in the other. I decided on this one because I think it goes really well, and the red in it should match for the sleeves of the doll and then the belts that I want to make. So they're the fabric choices, and also I want to reuse some of this trim fabric that I used for the vampire doll in my vampire video. I thought maybe a nice shawl or a bottom trim for the dress. I think it'd go really nicely with it. I did originally get these tiny little skulls for the bag. Now, I didn't realise they were this small when purchasing them, so I don't think I'm going to be able to use them for the bag, what I intended for anyway. But I'm sure I'll use them for another project. So I'll just pop them to the side. And then I managed to find some flowers. Now, I wanted to use these for the headpiece. Unfortunately, from what I can see, they don't do mini marigolds, which is the Day of the Dead flower. So the closest that I could match were these roses. Now, I hope they go well, but we'll have to see how it goes. I also got these as a backup. These are dried flowers. However, because they're real flowers, they may disintegrate over time, so maybe that's not the best option to use. So I'm probably going to go and end up with these ones, maybe. And then finally, I got some shoes. These are little satin red heels, and I think they'll go perfectly with the red in the fabric. It should complement it nicely. But they're really nice, good quality shoes, these. And these shoes were from AliExpress, if anyone's looking for them. I think they're under Blythe doll shoes. I could be wrong. So, there are all the items I'll be using for the doll. And I did end up making my own pattern for the dress. I've practiced the toile and it seems to look good, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it on the final fabric, and then I'll be right back and then start sewing. So I will see you very soon. The Day of the Dead is a sacred holiday celebrated over several days, honouring those who have passed. Families create altars with offerings such as food and drink to guide their loved ones back home. It's a beautiful, vibrant tradition that celebrates both life and death, and I've truly enjoyed learning about the holiday and what it means to those who celebrate it. So here's the top, the back, the belt, and then the bottom half of the dress. So I'm going to sew it all together, and then I will show the final results. I was thrilled when I was asked to take part in this collab. I went straight into research mode and I looked at all of the traditions, the outfits, read up on it. I actually learned a lot. You know, I thought I knew what there was to learn about the Day of the Dead, but there's so much more, and I do encourage anyone who doesn't know about this lovely holiday to read up on it, because there's so many beautiful themes and messages throughout the holiday. I really loved looking it up, and I really wanted to be respectful and mindful when doing my research, because I wanted to create a doll that represented and embodied the holiday and what it means to those who celebrate it. I really hope I did a good job in bringing that forward through the doll. I hope you enjoyed today's Dia de los Muertos inspired doll. And leave me a comment below if you have any traditions in your culture to celebrate the life and the death of your loved ones. We don't typically in the UK, and definitely not in my household anyway. For me personally, I don't celebrate the Day of the Dead. It's not my culture. However, I do honour my loved ones, typically on their birthdays, anniversaries or Christmas. We tend to light a candle in my house next to the photo, and then we just reminisce on the good memories of that loved one. Let me know in the comments down below what you do for your loved ones on their anniversaries or birthdays perhaps. And also leave me a comment down below if you did enjoy the doll that I made. So happy Dia de los Muertos to everybody that celebrates it. I hope you have a wonderful time, and remember to stay spooky, stay creative, and most importantly, stay true to yourself. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! Spooky dreams.